Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and yeah, tarot card reading. I did one for Sagittarius earlier for those who are a Sun Sagittarius, Moon Sagittarius, Rising Sagittarius, or have Sagittarius in their chart. You can go ahead and check that reading out if you want to. Now I'm doing Leo. I pulled the names out of here. I put a crystal in here with all the signs put in there, and I pulled them out one by one. That way there wasn't preferential treatment towards any sign. And Sagittarius came first, and now Leo came second. Okay, first thing is, I don't read reversals. I don't believe in reading reversals. I read energy. The other thing as well, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What else is on my list here? When I'm speaking out loud, I'm not always talking to you. And also, I need to throw it out there. I'm not licensed in any medical field, so it's up to you to decide what path of healing will work best for you. And of course, please keep in mind it's all for entertainment, but it's very interesting. I'll tell you this, fire signs are on fire right now, because in Sagittarius's reading, when I was doing the pre-shuffle, they had the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, and that they were about their money. And also the Tower. That was in the clarifying deck when I did it. Now, when I did Leo's pre-shuffle for this, the card at the bottom, when I checked it, was the Wheel of Fortune. And then I did it again and checked it, and it was the Five of Wands. And that was the main deck. In the clarifying deck, when I shuffled and checked the bottom, the card was Judgment. And then when I shuffled again, it was the King of Wands. So the vibe I was picking up off of the pre-shuffle, which could change, everything's subject to change, but the vibe I was picking up off the pre-shuffle, the Wheel of Fortune energy is there for you in the month of January, which that's what this reading is obviously a January reading. You more than likely will have to fight for it, is what will have to happen. And you will be judged. And should you win, then you will more than likely get the Wheel of Fortune. That's the vibe I'm picking up. What will come out? Your guess is as good as mine. But let me go ahead. And by the way, I don't always use the clarifying deck. I didn't use it in Sagittarius reading because the cards were so obvious. I was like, oh yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm feeling this energy. I know what it's saying. So that might be the same case with this reading as well. So let me go ahead. And I'm shuffling now again, breaking in 3. This card is talking to me. So you're going to go right there. I'm going to take this and this. What's at the bottom of the deck? So what? Wow. Really? Bottom of the deck. 7. It's upside down, but like I said, I don't read reversals. So 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight for your. You're gonna have to fight for yours this month, which isn't a bad thing. Competition is a good thing. And 7 of Wands is standing in your convictions. I consider the 7s watching cards, where you're watching what's coming at you. The 7 of Wands, you're watching what's coming at you and you're standing your ground. The 7 of Swords, you have to watch people around you because somebody might be trying to do some shady stuff, or you might be trying to do some shady stuff and you got to watch people around you so you can do the shady stuff you're going to do. And then the 7 of Pentacles, you're watching the work that you've done, the plans that you put in place thus far is what that's for. So, yeah. And then, of course, the Seven of Cups, watch for options. There will be lots of options. But for this, Seven of Wands, that means you're standing in your convictions. You're watching, people are coming at you. You're in warrior mode, fighting for what you believe in. So far, with the pre-shuffle and this, I mean, like I said, Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to see what it says. But this seems to be the theme. Fight for yours. All right. So I'm going to turn this card over because it spoke to me. Yep. This is probably something going on at work. This is the Eight of Pentacles. You're focusing on your work right now, is what you're doing. And with that Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands, Judgment, happening, all the stuff that happened during the pre-shuffle, I feel like this is going to be work related. We'll see. But definitely Eight of Pentacles is definitely work related. So you're focusing on your work right now. You're perfecting your craft is what you're doing. Same cards. May I have the energy of Leo for the month of January 2021. Both of them? Really? 3? Okay. What's really going on? Wow. Ten of Swords. Something's coming to an end. You're at work. This is, like I said, you're focusing on your work. But one reason that you're probably working so hard is because you've been stabbed in the back already. Which is why you're working so, because we're at a Ten of Swords. The cycle's coming to an end. Again, in the pre-shuffle, I had seen the Wheel of Fortune. So there must be some type, I don't want to say unhappiness, because that would be presumptuous of me, even though this is a tarot card reading. It seems like you haven't been appreciated wherever you're working at, which is making you work harder. And it's because you've been stabbed in the back at work, is what you're doing. But this here, the Princess of Pentacles, you're still striving towards either a promotion or something that you feel is due to you, even though you've been stabbed in the back. And I'm not picking up the vibe that you just want to leave the company. And as I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is just what I'm reading thus far. You're still striving because you want to be recognized, which is kind of a Leo trait, so it sort of makes sense. You want to be recognized. And with the Princess of Coin, it's a strong possibility that you will. You're tired, Five of Coin, Five of Pentacles, Five of Disc, all the same thing. You're tired of being left out in the cold. That's why you're in your work. You've been stabbed in the back. You want to be recognized. You're working towards that. You're tired of being left out in the cold. What else? Pull some more cards here. I wasn't about to pull this. And then something said pull it. And then I looked. Guess what it is? Five of Wands. Conflict. Again, did I not mention that? Just a minute ago, Leo. Did I not mention that? Something's going on at your job. Something's going on at your job. This has money written all over it. That's what I'm Get it. This is job related. I don't think this is family related. It could be because, you know, family is family. Like I was about to say something, but I can't say it on YouTube. But yeah, it's something that my mother says. Is you can't live with them and you can't. Family's family. But this energy that I'm picking up, this seems work related. You're not being recognized at your job. And Leo's being Leo. One thing about Leo's a fight for theirs. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to fight for your Wheel of Fortune. This Five of Wands came out. What's really going on, Leo? Oh, they're not appreciating you? I appreciate you, Leo. Even though Leos run me low sometimes, I'll keep it 100. Leos run me low. They're a little too diplomatic for me. I like my hardcore Leos, like Paul Mooney and Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston, of course, is my favorite Leo of all time. And my favorite female singer of all time, for those who don't know. But, yeah, at heart, Leos are good people. They can be a little too diplomatic for me sometimes. But what is it? Judgment. Again, I tried to stick this card back in the deck and it wouldn't go. I tried to stick this card, Judgment, back in the deck. Judgment, second chances. You're going to have a chance to prove yourself, even though you've been stabbed in the back at work. I don't know who stabbed you in the back, if it was one person or several people. You got passed over for promotions or what have you. But you're stuck. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to work harder. Eight of Pentacles. I'm just going to work harder. No matter how many times I've been stabbed in the back, I'm not going. Call me Jennifer Holliday. And I'm telling you, I'm bringing forth my talent is what I'm doing so I can get the money. That way I'm not left out anymore. If I have to fight for it, I'll go ahead and fight for it with the Five of Wands. And then in this Judgment, we're going to see what's going to happen. But I'm willing to fight for it with the Five of Wands. I'm willing to fight for my Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what else. I probably won't need a clarifying thing for this either, because I feel like this is all work. Hold on. Come on. Wait a minute. That's interesting. Nostalgia. You get these back in order. Six of Cups, nostalgia, something from the past. You want them to judge you. So that's what the judge... Okay. You've worked hard in the past. Nostalgia. With this Judgment, you don't want them to just see what you're doing right now. You want them to recognize what you've been doing the whole time you've been there. Okay, I'm starting to feel like some of you have been on this job for a while. This isn't something that you just started this job in November of 2020. Some of you have been on this job for 6 years, maybe even 10 years with these 10 swords in your back. This is a job that you've been on for a minute and you kept getting passed over. But you're just like, I'm going to work even harder. The good news is that, like I said before, the Wheel of Fortune came up in the pre-shuffle at the bottom. So the energy is there. And it's clear you're willing to work for it. You're tired of being left out. Now, me personally, there's a song. It's called How Much Can One Heart Take? If I see someone doesn't appreciate me, job or otherwise, unless you got to weigh the pros and the cons. But job or otherwise, I usually just, no, okay, bye. Let me go where I can be appreciated. But you is something, and you know what? With nostalgia being here, Six of Cups, that's probably the other thing with it too. Because you feel you've invested too much time. You're like, I have put too much time into this job. I've been on this job for 6 years. I've been on this job for 10 years. I've been on this job for 8 years. I've been on this job for however long. I've invested too much of my time and energy in this job to move on and do something else. I've invested too much time and energy into this just to walk away from it. This job has taken up a lot of my life, a lot of my past. They're going to give me my promotion. I hear you, Leo, which is why you're focusing on your work. I see that. But like I said, better you than me. Better you than me. All right. Something's on my mind. I might pull a clarifying card in a minute. We're going to see in a second. Something's on my mind. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to wait to see if the card comes out that triggers into that thought. I'm going to see. Wait a minute. I'm going to take both of these. I was only taking one. I'm going to take both of them. Ooh. All right now. Okay now. The devil came out. And they came out together. You don't like with the emperor. You don't like your boss. I'm not laughing at you. I promise I'm not laughing at you. I am not laughing at you. I promise, Leo, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the energy in a good way. You don't like your boss. That's what that is. You do not like your boss. Your boss is the one who you feel has been holding you back. But you're being the good soldier, and you're like, I'm just going to work even harder. No matter how many times I've been stabbed in the back, I'm still going to work hard and go towards that material. Abundance. Prince of Pentacles. I don't want to be left out. 5 of Pentacles. I'm willing to fight for it this time. 2021, it's a new year. 5 of Wands, I'm willing to fight for it. Judgment. They're going to see my worth. 6 of Cups, because I put way too much time into this job. I've given way too much of my life for me not to get my wheel of fortune. That devil of a boss, that emperor, the one who doesn't always listen to my ideas or tries to minimize what I say or do. That devil, you know what? I want to go to the clarifying deck on this. I want to go to the clarifying deck. I'm not going to touch this one. I want to know more about this. I want to know more about your boss, is what I want to know. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I want to know more about your boss. They're not, whoever this person is, male or female, and just like you can be a male or a female, whoever this person is, and my spidey sense is tingling. And my spidey sense is saying hot mess, but we're going to see. We are going to see. Glory be. You just go ahead, do a quick shuffle here. Let me do this again. Because I want to know. Tell me. I want to know. What's at the bottom of this deck? Page of coins at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. There might be a message coming in. There might be a message of a position opening up within your company. The company that you're in, you might be your boss. Okay, let me break it down like this. Let's say, and I'm making this up. Let's say that you're in the finance department. Your boss, who is the emperor and the devil, because these two, when I pulled this out the main deck, these two cards wanted to come out together. So the devil and the emperor came out together. That let me know, is somebody in power at your job that you're not feeling them at all. And they are the one that is being extra. They're the ones, that's the one that's being extra. And with some of these 10 swords in your back, don't worry, the cycle's about to come to an end. There was a page of coins on the bottom of this clarifier when I just shuffled this deck. There was a page of coins on the bottom of this clarifier. There's a message. Page of coins also bring money. It's a possibility that a position is going to open up in a different department. Like if you're in the finance department, let's say a position opens up in the appraisal department. And I'm just making it up. I used to work in real estate. So you're in the finance department. Yeah, thank you. 111 on my clock right now. Thank you. Spirit is already speaking. If a position opens up in another department, don't brush it off. Don't say, well, I've done this all my life. Like if you worked in the finance department and a position opens up in the appraisal department, don't be like, well, I don't know too much about appraisals. It could be something, different, and I'll have to learn new stuff all over again. I mean, I really know finance and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just discard it. I'm not saying take it because you're an adult. You can do what you want to do. I'm just saying give it some thought. If a message comes in that a position or positions, plural, open up in a different department, meaning you will have a different supervisor. This devil and this emperor, this boss, if you end up in a different department, you're not going to have to deal with that person anymore. And that new department that you end up in, they may recognize how hard you've worked, that 8 of Pentacles. They may recognize that 6 of Cups, all the time that you've put into the company, working as hard as you can. They may have been watching you behind the scenes all these years. If you've been on this job for 6 years, 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, whatever, they may have been watching you behind the scenes. And I'm telling you, that stuff happens. That happened to me one time at one of my old real estate jobs. The president of the company was watching me and I didn't even know it. That's how I got my promotion. And I got pulled out of my department. The president pulled me out of my department that I was in and said, I want him to come work with me and the asset coordinator for this department. And the senior vice president of sales was like, okay, it is what it is. And I went to another department working with asset coordinator, and it was the best job of my life. I had so much freedom. In my old department, I was under a guy who was good, but he didn't listen to all of my ideas. And the strange thing was, after he left the company, that department then started using the ideas I had originally offered to the company, because the person who took over his position was my coworker and friend. And he's like, we're using your ideas that you brought in at the beginning when you first came here. But I didn't care regardless, because I was in a different department by then. because the president of the company had been watching me. So I'm telling you, page of coins. If there is a job opportunity that opens up within your company, I'm not talking about, and I mean, it could be at a different, I got a cramp in my finger because this thing did not want to let this card go. Spirit talking. It could be something else where there's a job at a totally different company, but I'm not picking up that energy. I'm picking up that it's a possibility a job will open up within your company in a totally different department. And you're not going to have to deal with this devil of a boss anymore if you get the position. I'm not guaranteeing you'll get it if you apply for it. What I'm saying is it won't hurt to apply for it. And that was at the bottom of the clarifying deck. What I'll go ahead and do, Universe, Spirit, we already know what the situation is on this reading. Can you offer, what's this card? Interesting. All right now. Two of Pentacles, Two of Coins. You're going to have to make a decision. That's even more. When I was talking about a position opening up, Two of Coins means juggling. Two of Coins means decision making. You're trying to make a decision. Don't be surprised if another position opens up. And that might be what you're fighting for this month. That might be what you're fighting for this month to get your Wheel of Fortune, which I came across in the pre-shuffle. Keep that in mind. That's what I'm going to leave it at that. You're going to have to make a decision. So do you want to stay with the devil boss who has not been recognizing your hard work that you've been putting in, and you've been on the job, Six of Cups, all this time? Working hard, Eight of Pentacles. Been stabbed in the back, ideas not being heard, position being minimized, Ten of Swords. Constantly offering insight and seeking some type of material compensation on your job, Princess of Pentacles, but still being left out, Five of Pentacles. I believe you're almost at the breaking point, Five of Wands, but you're willing to fight for it. You're willing to take whatever judgment comes in for that. And whatever the judgment is may depend on a position that is not in your department. Page of Coins, bringing a message, but also bringing money. Don't forget, Page of Coins is about money. You might even get a raise. But you may be stuck in, well, I've done this job all my life in this department. I don't know if I want to relearn. Two of Coins. You're looking to make a decision. But you have to make a decision to get to that pre-shuffle Wheel of Fortune. It's up to you. Leo, that's all I got for you. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. KIRWKC on Twitter, on Instagram. Also, I upload these episodes on Instagram as well. Facebook.com/KIRWKC. I feel like I missed something. Oh yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or Daily Motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button, notification bell for YouTube. And Facebook.com/KIRWKC. Swing by and give a like. I feel like, oh yeah, this podcast is on Anchor, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple, it's on Google, it's on iHeartRadio, it is on Pandora, and the list goes on and on. To all of those who have supported me, I appreciate you guys. I'm doing monthlies so far. It may change as time goes on. This is more of a test phase. But yeah, Leo, you're willing to fight for it and buckle down, and you're all in your work. And because you're willing to fight, I know you're going to be willing to make a decision. Don't be surprised, again, out of this clarifying deck, that page of coins. Don't be surprised if a new position opens up in your company. However, there may be a totally different thing outside of the company, meaning there will be something, a message will come in for an opportunity to make money. But I feel like it's going to be within the company, though. I honestly don't feel like it's going to be at a totally different job. And I really feel you don't want to leave this job because you, Six of Cups, you're too emotionally invested in this job. You're too emotionally invested in this job to want to leave it. So, but also, you're with this devil boss, you're kind of at your breaking point. But don't worry. Ten of Swords is the ending of a cycle, which is why this makes this page of coins even more significant. The cycle that you're going through right now is coming to an end. Ten of Swords, 10 is the last part of the cycle. It's the last part. So I know if you feel like throwing in the towel, which I don't know many Leos that throw in the towel. And I wanted to stop recording, but my spirit is telling me to keep talking. I don't know many Leos that throw in the towel. But if you are thinking about throwing in the towel, this message is for you. This page of coins, this Ten of Swords, coupled with this page of coins, there is a message that will more than likely be coming in. And it will have money attached to it to get you away from this devil boss. And you can still stay with the company that you've invested so much of your time and given your life to. You're just going to have to make a decision with this Two of Coins. You're going to have to juggle the decisions. Which one, what's it going to be? Are you going to stay with the devil boss, or are you going to take a chance and go to a different department or a totally different job? But something is coming in to give you your wheel of fortune that I had seen in the pre-shuffle. It's all up to you. That's all I got. Until next time, be blessed.